Now I've got the mic on. Good morning, members. I'd like to call this meeting of the Select Standing Committee on Public Accounts to order. My name is Karen Riar, and I have the pleasure of serving as clerk to this committee. As it is the first meeting of the first session of the 43rd Parliament, it is my honor as clerk to oversee the election of chair. Do we have any nominations for chair? Stephanie?
I'd like to nominate Peter Millibar.
Peter, do you accept the nomination?
I do. Thank you.
Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations? Any further nominations? A third and final time, any further nominations? So the question is that Peter Millibar take the role of chair of the committee. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Chair.
Thank you. I like to think it was my speech, so thank you all very much for the support. But welcome everyone. I know. Well, I'm not sure, Mabel, if you've been on public accounts before in your history.
Accounts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because you've been around for a while, so you could have been
forward
on.
to it, yeah.
Yeah, but certainly to all the newly electeds, obviously your first committee, so I like to think this is the best one of the bunch, so we'll get a lot of good work done. But first, we have to elect a deputy chair. So are there any nominations? Kyle,
I'd like to nominate Stephanie Higginson for deputy chair.
do you accept the nomination?
I do.
Okay, are there any other nominations? Kyle? Any other nominations? No? No? All right. Once more, are there any other nominations for deputy chair? So I'll ask the question that Stephanie Higginson take the role of deputy chair. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Congratulations. Did you want to say anything as well?
Looking forward to working with everyone on this. Steve?
Okay. Well, like I say, this committee will come at you fast and furious a little bit. Typically, the meetings we've got it streamlined fairly well now, so it's generally while we're in session for the most part, especially with fall sitting as well. But there might be the occasional time where we need to have a special meeting outside of sitting sessions. There's still the ability for Zoom, correct? Yeah, so there is the ability for some Zoom participation if needed. So really, I'll be working with the deputy chair and the clerk. We'll start trying to come up with a schedule that will work for as many people as absolutely possible to be in person. And that's about all, I guess. And I would highlight that we do have the first report sent to us from the Auditor General. You probably have it in your emails already. So that will form the basis of the business for our first meeting coming up in the fairly near future. And I'm not sure if there's anything else you wanted to add.
Not at this point.
Okay. Then a motion to adjourn, unless there's any questions anyone has. Okay. All those in favor?
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the Select Standing Committee on Private Bills and Private Members' Bills to order. My name is Jennifer Errol, and I have the pleasure of serving as clerk to this committee. As this is the first meeting of the committee for the first session of the 43rd Parliament, it's my honor as clerk of committees to oversee the election of chair. Do we have any nominations for chair of the committee? Charlie?
I nominate Amna Shah as chair.
Great. Do you accept the nomination, Amna?
I certainly do, thank you.
Any further nominations? Any further nominations? A third and final time. The question is that Amna Shah take the role of chair of the committee. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Chair.
Great, thank you. And I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to working with all of you in this committee. We will now elect a deputy chair. Are there any nominations? Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to nominate Trevor Halford for deputy chair.
And Trevor, do you accept your nomination?
I do.
Wonderful. Are there any other nominations? Calling a third time, any nominations? Great. Once more, are there any other nominations? All right, the question is that Trevor Halford take the role of deputy chair. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Deputy Chair. Great, so I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the committee, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you. This is just a brief meeting today, but I'll be working with the deputy chair and the clerk to determine next steps with respect to the work of our committee. And if you haven't already, I would encourage all committee members to take an opportunity to review our terms of reference. And Deputy Chair, would you like to add anything?
No, I think that's good.
Great, that concludes today's business. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Oh, sorry, yeah.
What do you anticipate is the meeting schedule?
Great, we're hopeful that that information will be coming to all the committee members shortly.
Okay.
Great, any
Sounds
further
good.
questions? All right, can I have a motion to adjourn? Jesse? Great, all those in favor? Oppose? Motion carried, the committee is adjourned.
We're on a time constraint.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the Special Committee to Review the Public Interest Disclosure Act to order. My name is Karen Riar, and I am a committee clerk, and I have the pleasure of serving as clerk to this committee. As this is the first meeting of the committee for the first session of the 43rd Parliament, it is my honor as clerk to oversee the election of chair. Do we have any nominations for chair? Rosalind?
I would like to nominate Emily Darlene Rochford.
Darlene, do you accept the nomination? Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations? And a third and final time, any further nominations? The question is that Darlene Rochford take the role of chair of the committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Chair.
Thank you. So formal. We will now, I can't see. Okay, there we go. We will now elect a deputy chair. Are there any nominations? Dana?
I would like to nominate Rosalind Byrd.
Rosalind, do you accept your nomination?
I do.
Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? Once more, are there any other nominations for deputy chair? The question is that Rosalind Byrd take the role of deputy chair. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, deputy chair.
Thank you.
Welcome. In the next steps, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the committee. I'm looking forward to working with everybody. We just have a brief meeting today I'll be working with the deputy chair and the clerk to determine next steps with respect to the work of our committee. If you haven't already, I would encourage the committee members to take the opportunity to review our terms of reference. Is there anything, deputy chair, you'd like to add?
Not this time, no.
This concludes today's business. Can I have a motion to adjourn? All those in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. This committee is adjourned.